Kwani we are taking here traditional wood, right? It is called obosara and sweet potato. Actually, this is what we are taking for breakfast. Let me put here small here. Oh, it is lunch time. You know, sometimes even you forgot to say breakfast or lunch. So this one is a bosara, and this one is sweet potatoes. A mango. Yeah. Yeah, it is a mango in our language. No, own vernacular language, you call it a mango. And in Kikuria, it is called a mango. A mango. Yes, guys. So we are here. We are so many. You can just like a camera. No, take it. Like a TV.
Mimi mnakupata.
Okay, just take this. Ongea. Unaweza kwa Maxwell ongea.
Yeah. Hello, good people. You can see here we are testing the sweetness. This is what we call a mango, and this one is a bosara. So this is a traditional porridge that we are drinking, and this is a mango. You can see how we are removing some sleeve. We are peeling out these we are peeling out these, yeah. For those who have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, I go by the name Farm with Max. This one is from the farm to the stomach directly. Yeah, go and subscribe, and we'll be learning there a lot of things, guys.
This one here is what we call the sweet potatoes. Actually, they are almost ready to be harvested. Like you can just get a look. They are they are just ready to be harvested. We call it the sweet potatoes. Around there, when you check it clearly, this is what actually we're just consuming during the day. The guy has just already started harvesting this sweet potato when you just get around, and you can just see how the motorbike is just moving. There's a lot of smoke over by, and also there's a planting of tobacco that is taking place at this place. If you just try to see here, these are the planting of tobacco. These are tobacco. That is what we call the tobaccos. That's when they're just at the first stage, just after the seed bed is when we just bring them direct to the farm. You can just see people here, they're just planting right now it's being planting tobacco. That's the carrying out in the deep part of this village here. The village is called, it is called actually just, it is just a very few kilometers from my home, because my home is just located at Nyabuansi. So it is just a few kilometers. So the planting that is taking place right now, it is the tobaccos, guys. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. It's the time where you are coming this amazing YouTube from. My name is Lucas the Traveler. If at all the first time you are coming across my YouTube channel, consider to subscribe, like the video, always turn on notification if at all you have not turned on notification. Thank you so much for the returning subscriber. I don't take you people for granted. I really appreciate, and I really appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for the new subscriber. I always I don't always take you for granted. I really appreciate, and I appreciate you so much for always coming back, for always turning back to watch my video. It's just a very precious moment that I don't take you people for granted, to make sure that everything is moving as it's supposed to be moving. So today's videos are going to be a lit. So if you have not subscribed, make sure you subscribe, make sure that you watch. We are at around to 5,000 subscribers, guys. So feel in touch as we are going and lighting the fire. Yeah, like you can just get a look. I'm just coming live and clear from this particular place here that we call it is all the way to, actually from Nyankore to this place here. It is just not a far distance, but it is in a village part of it. Call about, people are just farmers here. They're just planting. Like you can just get a look at my background here. You're going to realize that there's a lot of tobacco plantation that is taking place here. Actually, tobacco plantation is one of the cash crop that actual people they're practicing around here, that actually for their basic needs. So that you know, right, let's talk about the planting season that you are talking about, the planting season. Actually, in our place here, or in our area here, talk about we have like 3 planting season. Actually, the first planting season, it was automatically maize. Usually people plant maize. That maize, it is British English that we usually call it maize, because we were colonized by British. That's why we usually use British English. But when you come to American English, we actually use we say that they are corns. Corns, we plant them during the January, and always it takes like 3 months for them to be harvested. After 3 months, automatically after 3 months, the harvesting is done. So after the harvesting, we go to the another planting season that talk about now people after harvesting maize, they do what is called crop rotation. And crop rotation, they plant actually now is when now you can get people planting vegetables, is when now you can get people planting tobaccos, it is when now you can get people planting, you can talk people planting what you call like tomatoes, onions, and sort of the things. But it depends on the season, and it depends on the season and the type of rain. Actually, you know, the planting season, talk about the planting season over by here, it depends on the which month are we planting at certain types of crop, and how long is it going to how long does it going to take in the farm. And talk about let's talk about what is called that rain season. Which month do we experience the long rain, and which month do we experience the shorter rain? Talk about the earlier time before people came upon interfering with what we call the ozone layer. Actually, before people interfered with what we call the ozone layer, actually we used to experience the heavy rain that was automatically to come in the middle of the year. The middle of the year, talk about now from August. Yeah, talk about from August to December. That's the time whereby we could experience heavy rain. And talk about from January to something like March, there is shorter rain. These people are automatically planting, they use the shorter seeds to plant. But right now, people are talk about people now, because you cannot predict weather. Actually, you cannot predict weather, because most of the us here, most of the people around here have come to the point whereby we interfere with the total ozone layer because of what we do, because there's a lot of deforestation. And maybe somebody can ask what is happening, because you cannot predict the rain as it was supposed to be from the beginning when the farmers were just planting. What is really happening? Let's talk about what is really happening. Is all about deforestation. But talk about people are just doing a lot of deforestation. People are cutting down the trees. People are cutting down everything. This is because actually that they are cutting down the trees, mainly because to dry up or to make sure that the tobacco is being dried. That is why actually people now, they are cutting down the trees to make sure that the tobacco are drying, not knowing actually they are getting yes money, but for a shortest period, because talk about now after the ozone layer, after the rain, after the forests are cut down, because we know that the forest has several importance. The soil holding capacity, talk about the soil holding capacity now, it won't be retention, the retention of soil holding capacity, it won't be there. They talk about the weed breakage, it won't be there, because all these things have happened because of talk about because of deforestation. That's the main thing why actually right now you cannot predict that we are going to experience a lot of rain, or we are going to experience the shorter rain, because of these all things that actually they're happening. That's the main thing. And actually the other thing that it has made people now not to plant some crops and grow. Like you can just see the land like this one at the background of this at the background of where the light is coming. Let me talk about this one. People are the way people are just maybe preparing land. Talk about preparation of the land. They are preparing land in a way that it is slippery. When this land it is slippery, actually when the rain now rains and it sweeps out the topmost soil, or the top of the fertility of the soil. Now after this fertility of the soil, it is being swept away. You get now that the micronutrients or the microorganisms of the soil, it is being washed. Now let's be into the main topic of today. Let's be into the main topic of the day. People are just complaining at the video there that actually I was talking what and what and what. Let me bring the make clarification of the matter, and let me talk and let me try to bring it out and clear what's not happening and what it is happening. Actually, I was taking that talk about what Marwa is doing. I say that Marwa is not doing a wrong thing, and Marwa actually is not a bad body, is not a bad person. But what I said here, those people surrounding him is the people that they're making Marwa to be bad. But Marwa actually has a good heart, yes. But those people surrounding him, they're the one now contradicting things. They're the one making things not to happen the way they're supposed to have to happen. Talk about when this guy actually came from, let's say, when this guy now came from abroad. Let's say talk about when he came from abroad. Actually, he had a very good heart, because so many people are just not around him. He was doing what it was in his heart. But after now these people came to upon, when these people now came in him, all after these people now talking about maybe they are talking about maybe they are what? Talking about their PA, you know. PA is a personal assistance. This personal assistants, all personal advisors, they are just changed, all contradicted with things that they're happening. Talk about what is not really happening at the things there. They are contradicting things, and that's why you are seeing things are changing. Me, okay, I've just clarified of what I really said the other day. You know, some people are just talking ho ho ho. Some things actually, okay, let me put it in a platform way that for those people who just rushed without understanding the main point of this message, and they just rushed and they unsubscribed from the YouTube channel, I'm gonna tell you goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. But for those who watched and they understand the message, actually they really stick there and they came back to watch the video and they subscribe to this YouTube channel. So I really say welcome and welcome to this platform, and let's continue shining, because everything has to go and everything has to peep out according how it was supposed to peep out. Because like you can just see the background there, there's a motorbike there. We just came on, a lot of us, but some have just gone this way. So I'm just going to pick my motorbike so that we make sure that everything is just going as it was planned. So actually, if you are just new at this platform here, talk about if you are just new here, consider to subscribe and relax at this amazing YouTube channel. It goes by the name Lucas the Traveler. Let me take this opportunity again to thank even the I'm gonna say that let me take this opportunity again to thank even the reactors, because you people, you are doing amazing job, because you cannot react on something before you watch it. You have to watch until the last is when now you can react. So I take this opportunity again to thank each and every one of you who just come and watch. Let's go.